Welcome back to Rad BMX Builds. On this episode, we're going to show you how to ship a bike. The 1992 GT Mach 1 red and white that sold recently, we're going to take it apart, box it up, take it to FedEx and ship it, and I'm going to show you step by step how we do that. First things first is make sure that you get the proper shipping materials. A good sturdy box made for bikes, pool noodles if you got them to protect the frame, and bubble wrap for everything else. And then I'm going to teach you how we create a label and ship the box via FedEx. So come along with me while we prep the materials and get the bike ready. Okay, first things first, we got the bike up on the rack and we're going to take off some essential parts that we need to remove before we get this into a box. And to show you what those parts are, they're clearly going to be things like the bars will have to come off, the pedals, and the front wheel. And we may have to lower the seat a little bit. I'm not sure yet until we get it into the box. I try to leave things as intact as possible when I box these bikes up, so it's easier for the new owner to go ahead and put it back together. But first things first, the things that I know absolutely need to come off are the front wheel and the pedals and the bars. So let's go ahead and get started there. There. When I talked about the build of this bike, I temporarily used a chrome 1-inch quill, and that was just a placeholder. Today I just got the stem that I wanted to use on this red and white bike, and it's a Repop White GT mallet, and I have a red anodized GT logo in it, which is just going to go perfect on this bike with all the red anodized parts. So this is the final touch for this bike. So I'm going to be putting this into the bike, and that will ship to the new owner, and I hope he really likes it because I think it's a great touch. It looks really good on this bike. It looks a lot better than that chrome used one. Brand new white paint matches the powder coat nicely. So I hope you like that, and you guys in the comments, let me know what you think about it. Okay, we've done a real basic teardown of this 92 GT Mach 1. As you can see, the handlebars have come off, and I got them off to the side here before we package them up. The pedals have come off, and I think I'm going to leave the seat where it's at. We'll get the box, we'll set the box up, and then we'll mock this into the box to see if I do need to lower the seat or not, and then we will start bubble wrapping and put some pool noodles on the frame rails that are exposed. Quick tip for you guys, if you do have pads on your bike, leave them on there, put some bubble wrap around to protect the pad cover, but the pads will also protect the frame. So leave those on there, and then use pool noodles on all the other exposed metal parts like chain stays, seat post, forks, and bars. So let's go ahead and get a box and drop this in there and see what the fitment's like. All right, looks like the bike fit perfectly. I don't think I'm gonna have to lower that seat at all. So we're gonna get busy wrapping this thing up. First things first for the pool noodles, we're gonna secure those to the exposed freshly powder coated frame rails, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up in bubble wrap. Another quick tip that I like to share is when you buy new wheels, usually Skyways, they come with these caps on them, and they'll help protect these nuts and axles from poking through the box. So if you get these on a set of wheels, save them in case you ever have to ship your bike. Bring the nuts to the end of the axle to make a flatter surface. Push these on and it'll add a flat space to where it won't penetrate through the box and leave a big hole in the side of it, potentially causing damage to your bike. Okay, as you can see, I have the bike mostly pool noodled, getting all the exposed pieces of the powder coat, and that way it should protect the frame. And now I'm going to go ahead and start to bubble wrap this to protect anything else like the seat. The pedals and the bars have already been bubble wrapped, and then I will place them in there with the frame when I get it into the box. So let's go ahead and start our bubble wrap. As you can see, I did a pretty decent job of covering up the whole bike with bubble wrap, pool noodles, got the handlebars, mostly exposed parts. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it into the box over here, and then we're going to use more bubble wrap to pad it and some pool noodles to get it all packaged in there for the new owner, trying to make sure that any parts that might be touching the box have at least 2 layers between that part and the box. Okay, what I also like to do is get some extra cardboard, and I will place this on each side of the axles to create a second cardboard wall, again, to kind of reduce those axles from popping through that box. So get a couple pieces of cardboard, some tape them to the inside of the box between the outer edge of the box and the axle. Okay, now I'll show you what I was talking about. You can see down in there, I've placed a piece of cardboard, the little plastic axle protectors. So we have 1, 2, and 3 layers before the axle can actually get out of the box. Everything that's exposed is wrapped, and I have plenty of room to put my pedals and handlebars down in the front half area. And it looks like the bike's going to be pretty secure. The crank has a pool noodle around it on that side and down on that side, so the pool noodles are now touching the box and nothing else exposed on the bike is touching that box. So we're going to take the bars and the pedals and go ahead and put them in there now. All right, now that we have the bike all boxed up, you can see that it's all secure, wrapped, and padded inside. We're gonna close this box up, then I'm gonna show you how to make a label through shipbikes.com, and then we're gonna take that over to the FedEx drop-off location, and this will be off to its new home. Okay, last thing, when you have this boxed up, please use a good sturdy box and make sure you tape all of the edges so no moisture or openings could occur, and that this box will arrive about as good as you can possibly make it for the new owner. So now that it's wrapped up like that, I like to handwrite the actual name and address on it, which I'm not going to show you, but I use a Sharpie. And then we will have the label created and put that on there as well. That way, if anything happened to the label, the physical address and name of the recipient is still on the box. Okay, here's how we make labels. I use shipbikes.com. I already have a box, so I'm going to go to Ship a Box, and I will continue as a guest, select my shipping container, which in this case is a cardboard box. And the weight of this box is going to be 34 pounds in my case. The length of my box is 54 inches. The width of my box is 8 inches, and the height is 28 inches. Scroll down, click that you understand, and proceed to the next page. How would I like to ship my bike? Well, I'm going to drop it off at a local FedEx facility, which is not too far from me, but you can choose to have it picked up from a residential address for a little bit extra, or you could have it picked up from a business address. Range within 25 miles zip code. I actually have the address where I'm going, so I'm going to put it in. And let's go ahead and continue and see if it brings it up. So it is a FedEx shipping center right here. Go ahead and put in the name of the shipping person and the receiver. So from is for me. Okay, once you get to this screen, select where you'd like to ship your bike. I'm shipping my bike to the owner's residential address, so I will select that. Hit continue and then enter the person's name that bought the bicycle, which will remain private in this case. Okay, then it will bring you to a page asking for insurance. Of course, you want to insure this package. So usually the package, this will be for damages. It's up to you what you choose for an estimate. Usually they will give you up to a certain amount for free, and then you pay additional charge. In this case, they only cover $100 of damage unless you choose to pay for more. So I don't think that the bike would be a total loss, but cost of replacement on parts and so forth that could be damaged would range between $500-600 probably. So we'll just go $5. In case the rims or something of that nature get damaged, we can offset the cost for replacement or repair. So here we're going to review all the information. This is my information drop-off location. This is the destination and buyer's information. I have to now enter the payment information, so we're going to block a lot of this out. Then it'll take just a brief moment to process your order, and you will get a message saying that it has been accepted, and you will receive email receipt, and you will also receive an email instruction on how to package the bike and ship it off. So it's pretty informative, very simple. It will prompt you to fill out the required fields. It only takes moments to do, and when you're done, it's as simple as that. Just click finish, then go to your email to verify that you have that label
from shipbikes.com. You will then open up that label and email it to the FedEx location where you will drop off the bike, and you can do that while at the FedEx location. They will then affix that label to the box, and you're done.
All right, that'll conclude the shipping of the bike. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you have any comments, tips, or concerns, go ahead and leave a message down below. But if you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And remember to keep building memories with me, follow this channel, and as always, stay rad.